Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Sports Monkey. For today, I would like to build an American football stadium in my city. Let's get started. So the city of Tantrum is going through a renaissance and a rebirth, and a part of this is the town common council approved a $1.2 billion stadium. Now, $230 million of the stadium is public funding, so you know that lovely 12% taxes we have, well, that is public money going towards the stadium. The other part of it is Mr. Elon Musk is footing the rest of the bill. So our stadium is going to be called Tesla Stadium, home of the Tantrum Bills. And now let's get started with my build and what I did during this stadium build. So if you've ever been to an American football stadium in the United States, you're going to notice that there are a ton of parking lots. Like, a lot of these stadiums are surrounded by parking lots. So for this part of the build, I wanted to create a symmetrical parking lot. I'm not going to build a parking lot the size of the entire city. I'm just saying that right now. But for this build, I wanted to build at least a lot of parking. So I'm using all the parking lot assets just to try to create those big parking lots and adjust them by using the node controller and stuff like that. So we have our parking lots. That is definitely a big part of an American football stadium. I know that is not the most boring part, but in Buffalo, New York, basically our stadium is literally surrounded by parking lots. So this kind of reminds me of that. So I thought that was pretty cool. So now that we have the parking lots in place, I wanted to add a lot more concrete. So I showed the picture above of the Buffalo Bills stadium, and there is a lot of concrete. So right now, I wanted to create a cool centerpiece to this area of our stadium. So I wanted to build these water fountains. So what I did was I used the little square pool. So if you literally go in the Cities Skylines Steam Workshop, just put in pool, and you can get these small square pools that you can literally use and put them in parks. And what I decided to do was I added a water fountain and little water fountains to each of the front. So I thought that overall looked cool. And then you also saw that I added a metro line, which eventually that metro line will be connected, but for the time being, it is not connected. So that is our front area of our stadium. Now, this area is the third part of our stadium build. This is where the tailgating is going to happen. Now, in rated G terms, tailgating is where adults or young people get well hydrated. By well hydrated, I mean they are drinking alcohol and partying and going through tables, and maybe if I can find one, I can put a video of that going through. So a lot of NFL stadiums, they have places where the team area has a sponsored area where you could tailgate and hang out with other fans. Now, I will be perfectly honest with you. A lot of the tailgating is done in the parking lots with your friends and by your car. But like I said, the NFL teams usually have a designated area where you can just go drink, and obviously you're donating money to the NFL team by buying alcohol and stuff like that. But anyways, what I did over here was I just added a few different shops, and then I turned around those restaurants. So we have different restaurants. They're not restaurants, they're more kiosks where you can get food and drinks and stuff like that. And then there's little tents where you can kind of stay and hang out. So here we are again, back to our parking lots. Apparently I forgot to add parking spaces to these parking lots. So make sure you just as we're detailing this parking lot, just know that you need to get the parking lot snapping tool. So basically all the lines that you saw just snap in place really, really fast. So as we continue on with the build, I wanted to get to the right side of the stadium. So what I was looking to do was I was looking to add places to sit and places to eat if somebody chooses to actually, sit and eat under the umbrella. So we're still in the right part of the stadium. Now we need to find places to eat. So in a Buffalo Bills game day experience, along the side of the road, you could actually see a lot of food trucks lined up across on the main road as you walk to the stadium. You're gonna see a lot of food trucks and a lot of different things and different vendors and stuff like that. But I will definitely say that in an NFL stadium, in real life, they definitely do have a lot of food trucks that are there selling food as you walk into the stadium. So this little food truck area is definitely something that is something that's very real and legitimately happens at a Bills game. And it's just overall, this was a nice fill-in area or part of the stadium where, you know, instead of just having a naked corner of the stadium, just detailing and adding different details and stuff like that, just adding certain things to this stadium just to make it look a little bit better. So now that the majority of detailing is done, this is the final result of our stadium project. So the Tesla Stadium has been complete. We did add an archway or a gateway to get into the stadium to show off our fountain area and our main entrance of the stadium. The next part is like I mentioned before, is the fully detailed tailgating. So team sponsored tailgating area, which you can see the little kiosks where you can stand in line and get hot dogs and stuff like that. Now we're over our parking lot and you can see everything filled in nicely. We have restaurants and bathrooms and stuff like that. Then our food truck area, which turned out pretty awesome detailed wise. We do have little tents, little other kiosks. Then in the NFL, you will see that other parts there, you know, there are people selling t-shirts, there's team merchandise and stuff like that. So I just added that to the stadium. Then lastly, you're gonna see that all these trucks, they're for like the TV cameras and all the food that's coming in and just, you know, it's basic storage. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Let me know what you think of the stadium build. I think it turned out awesome. Have a great day.